All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get right into this. We got War 10 going up against X-K9. I think it's the Brotherhood, right? The brothers. So yeah, this video is probably gonna upload before War even officially concludes. We both finished our wars really fast. These guys hyper cleared. They cleared most of, I would say 80, 90, well, 75, 80% of all their defenders in like the first 8-9 hours, which is awesome. That's an awesome strategy if you can, if you can manage that with your, 30 members to put the pressure on. They left us at 8. We had 8. That was the number. They were probably gonna beat us on time. 8 deaths. They gave up 1 after the global was down in our battle group to Null. He wasn't a global defender, but so basically we had 9 to work with. Yeah, we did really well. We did really well. 3 deaths total. Had 2 going into our last fight, and encountered some issues there. But yeah, ultimately finished at 9-3. So yeah, just an awesome war overall. All battle groups crushed it. Proud of us, right? So yeah, let's get into this. She-Hulk, Mr. Fantastic Doom. This is what it is. She-Hulk, or we got Hercules, Human Torch, Ghost bands. I think those are the best bands. I really do. I mean, you're leaving Quake on the table, but she's still a 5-star, and one mistake and you're usually dead. Torch ignores this entire global because he ignores miss. Ghost just demolishes in 20 seconds. Global or not, she has to play around it, sure, but when you finish fights that fast, it doesn't really matter. And then 3, Hercules. A lot of people have it at rank 4, and he ignores miss, and he's just the best champ in the game. So I think those are the best bands. Yeah, I got 8 fights this war. Let's see, 3A, Hood, and then Man-Thing, where he just lives on this node. I think it's 20. And then I got Tigra on Footloose. I had 5B. We got Immortal Abomination and Mojo on 5B. And then I had 3 minis. Mordo on the Miss Mini, Vigilance. I'm gonna butcher it because I don't remember. Still can't commit that to memory. So Mordo there, Maw on the Conflictor Mini, and then Mangog where he lives. Bunch of various rank 4 defenders in this across all battle groups. These guys clearly ranked for war. We saw like rank 4 Netflix, Nick Fury, rank 4. I fought rank 4 Maw, rank 4 Tigra. We saw rank 4 Thing, rank 4 Mangog, rank 4 Sassy. I'm sure there were others. Rank 4 Null. Yeah, I mean, just a bunch of rank 4s that aren't prestige, and they're obviously great defenders. So yeah, these guys are definitely war focused. But yeah, so Mr. Fantastic for this first fight to load up on 3 fights. This was a really big war, so I went big boost the whole way. And as a result, I actually killed Hood a little quicker than I wanted to, and I couldn't throw that level 1. Didn't matter. I didn't need the 3 fights. But, I ended up finishing with 5. I usually check right here, yep, instead of, 7, 8. And this was dumb. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to remove Dex, because I opted for removing Dex against Man-Thing this time. Just one less, miss issue. Yeah, pustules or buffs and all that, but those come later. So I remove Dex, and then I forget that I actually need Mystic Dispersion at max for this. So I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and take these Mystic Dispersion points, and I'll put them in, and I'll max inequity, or I'll put them in equity, max that out, and put the remainder back in Mystic Dispersion, because I'm going to end up filling that Mystic Dispersion up later. Completely overlooking the fact that I needed max MD for Man-Thing. Idiot. So, I mean, it was just a longer fight, you know, but I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm getting like no power back from his unstoppable or the armor up, you know. I'm like, yeah, I completely just overlooked that. It was a total bonehead move, and I'm glad that it didn't cost me. Yeah, so I'm just like, in this fight, I throw the level 1 here because it's strike counter. I don't want that Fury build. But essentially, without Max MD, you know, my whole game plan was I had to just audible because I would have been at 2 bars of power or going on 3 at that point. But yeah, I was just like, damn, okay, well, unexpected. And yeah, so that was not fun. This fight took a lot longer. I didn't even realize I didn't have Max MD this whole time. Like this whole fight, I was like, man, something's off. I don't know what's going on. I didn't even realize it until later when I'm watching this video. I'm like, what the hell? The L1 there, it's good because it pushes him back, and you have aura up. So even if that misses, which it did there, oftentimes I don't even know if they can retaliate and connect with you, the AI. And even if they do, you have aura, so they can't really do a whole lot as far as like, you know, completing a heavy or completing a special and knocking you down. So yeah, right here I was just basically, this is all audible. This is all like, you know, kind of not as planned. Now I wasn't gonna go for the level 3 rotation here because, yeah, another player run actually is it run? No, Sam, and some numbers, whatever his username is, in another battle group, you know, pointed out that, and it happened to him, where you throw that level 3 and you get that Fury, that big Fury, so you get the damage from the level 3, but when you come down and you go into your, you know, Doom rotation, what have you, he can, Man-Thing can just purify that Fury just from you contacting on him. And that gives him, a, you know, power if he's got MD, which he probably does. But then apart from that, you know, your damage is gone, and you're probably gonna miss. So he was like, he liked the level 1 and level 2 strategy with Doom against Man-Thing there, where you just basically cycle between the two. You know, you get aura up with level 1, steal power if they're at 2 bars or what have you, throw the level 2, and you basically just nuke them down with level 2s the entire time and incinerate and just, you know, ignore masochism, more or less. So that was my plan, and it kind of worked. It just took longer. The takeaway there is max MD if you're taking Man-Thing with Doom. Don't do like I did and just put 1 or 2 in MD. It's not going to do anything. Moving up. Yeah, this is a rank 4 Tigra. Kind of noticed this when I scoped out my path, you know, scouted my paths. I was like, PI's a little high there. Let me check his profile, and sure enough, rank 4 Tigra. You know, rank 4s are, you know, they basically, you know, they're less forgiving against mistakes. But if you know who you're fighting and you're, you know, proficient at fighting them, it really shouldn't make much difference. Obviously, you can boost, you know, higher, but, you know, it's basically you just don't want to make any mistakes because you can get punished. Yeah, she just, you know, falls apart. She-Hulk just crushes there. Yeah, Tigra. Dundee, this iBom, this is why I spec'd Max Inequity, because he's not a hard fight here, but this node, it's Mighty, is it Mighty Charge? No, it's not Mighty Charge, it's Ebb and Flow Intercept. So he keeps all his damn poisons up, and every debuff on him counts, it gives him attack. So he's got like super amped attack here. It's not like Schadenfreude, Schadenfreude, however you say that, 9A. It's not like that, but it's damn potent. And so as long as you intercept, it'll clear all his poisons once the protection comes back. But, you know, either way, I was like, so iBom definitely not a hard fight for She-Hulk. But yeah, I didn't want to like take the chances. It was a serious war. So that's why I spec'd into max inequity. So, you know, all the debuffs, including his own poisons that are stacked on him, are going to counteract the node attack increase for him. That was the prevailing strategy here. But yeah, I actually finished this fight, full yellow bar. Always satisfying. The old step back light. I wasn't ready for that. He dashed a little late. I did catch the intercept, but it was just, that's why I didn't keep, you know, that's why I didn't follow up. And I dashed back again because it was kind of unexpected, but all good, worked out fine. At this point, I'm just kind of like trying not to get touched so I can get that full yellow bar. There it is. Drop kick. Boom. Beautiful. She-Hulk, getting it done. Getting it done. And then we got, so that was my first boost set I did in day 1 of war. And then this is the second boost set. Got Mojo and then the other 3 minis. Mojo, yeah, Mighty Charge. Like I forget about Mighty Charge straight away here. And I try to parry their incoming dashing medium and it doesn't work. And I just assume it does and I get smacked in the face. And that's what happens here. Steps back, boom. Oh, yep, tail pierce. And I'm like, oh yeah, Mighty Charge. So, yep, time to settle in. Get this early intercept. Boom, right in the face. Jab. Ah, nice 40k. Level 2 there. I think I get 2 level 2s in before protection comes back, which is real nice. That rarely happens, but it's because that the power return on my science boost, I get that crit. Those crits are just huge, man. If she, oh man, if I could have a much higher crit rate, I mean it'd be just ludicrous. Because those level 2 200% science boosts and the power on the special boost are contingent on that crit. It really makes all the difference. If you get a crit, man. So yeah, he drops fast, as you guys saw. Place a petrify here. We got one. I do 1 petrify on Mangog, and then I save 1 for Thing Boss. Not necessarily needed, but I didn't need the combat power rate on Mangog. So, feat of vigilance, power efficiency, missing in action. Missing in action. Missing in action. Let's see if I can remember that. I always want to call it like no hit, no mercy or something. Wags pre-fight here. Essential. Makes this fight a whole lot easier. Otherwise, you have to time that parry heavy perfectly or corner yourself. It's all about that first heavy with She-Hulk against Mordo. Like, once you get that slow up initially, you are good to go. Just level 2s to the face. See, now I could have gone for the heavy here, but you know, I had the Petrify's working. You know, I wasn't worried about him going red. So yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get creative here. In the event that, I mean, he generally doesn't, you know, intercept you when you're going for a heavy and he's like retreating and charging and whatnot, but really it's the stand your ground I don't want to deal with, because, you know, if you get resisted, he's, in my experience, he's more inclined to smack you. So yeah, I didn't press. Maw, this is a rank 4 Maw. Oh, Ebony. Oh, 5-head. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. He's here often, fought him often. Wags pre-fight. This was super clean. Just, you know, monitor your spacing, and after his level 1, if he's level 1 happy in this, man, it's smooth sailing. You just counter level 1 with the heavy. There it is, level 1. Yeah, I was like, I did want to test that. I didn't like the way that felt. This one's better. Boom. All about keeping this man on the ground. I guess he's a man, I don't know. Beam, right? Two there. Keep him on the ground, and you will typically finish the fight before Falter comes up even once. That black belt, we get some good heavy rotations here. Heavy spam. And then Conflictor comes back. I planned on doing another one, but yeah. Another one, yeah. Put the heavy here. Yeah. She-Hulk. FTW. And we got Mangog last. We know how this ends. Never gets old. Rank 3 Mangog. It was a rank 4 in one of the other battle groups. Battle group 2, I think. Maybe 1 as well, I'm not sure. But I did glance over there, and or maybe it was one of the videos someone posted. Rank 4 Mangog in another battle group. I guess he's probably a pretty good defensive rank. Because he's, you know, if you don't use it right, I mean, he can definitely catch you on this node if you don't pay attention and use a hard counter. But She-Hulk is exactly that. She is the hard counter for this man. I never get any crits. I gotta read his bio. Because he may have, I think he's got, I mean, I feel like he's got some kind of crit resistance. Like, I get that She-Hulk's crit rate is low, but damn, like, I never get any crits on this level 2. I think I got one last war, but it's like 1 out of every 5 or 6 wars I get crits on the level 2. I went for that wake up medium there because I didn't want to try for a heavy in the event that he gains that bar of power right as I'm trying to connect. Enraged. That dash in and out. That's why I do that. In the event that he goes enraged, he gets unblockable and unstoppable. So if you don't have slow up, that's about the only time you're going to be able to land a heavy to get slow up and knock him down, but more importantly, remove unstoppable and remove unblockable. Otherwise, you have to wait out the entire enraged duration and or intercept him or like beta heavy while he's unstoppable and unblockable. I don't like that scenario. I don't like that situation. So that's why I do the yo-yo kind of dash in, dash out during his level 1 so that I can counter with that heavy. Now the spacing is not always perfect. So sometimes you can actually be slightly too far away. And that's when I like counter with a level 1 or level 2 if I have a bar of power when he's trying to retaliate. Yeah, so this is the final here, guys. This is what it's going to be. We're all done with this war. These guys played well. We just played better, you know. They had better time though, that's for sure. Anyway, 2 more wars left. 2 more. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And thanks for watching. Peace.